Disclaimer. This is a Deltarune fan game that is still in active development. Please make sure to check out and support Deltarune itself once it officially fully releases. Okay. Hello everybody, and welcome to Deltarune Hypothesis. This is a really cool Deltarune fan game, which, well, it shows a bunch of hypotheticals based on certain specific events of the game. Now, I have played this before, back when it came out, probably about, I don't know, like 6 months ago. So, I do kind of know what happens in it, but it's just really cool, so I decided that I was going to play it anyways. At first, I was originally going to wait until the next content update came out, but from what I've read up, it seems like it still might be a while, so I'm fine with just playing what there is. So I'm thinking I am just probably gonna go in order. I kind of know which ones are like smaller and which ones are bigger and more dramatic. Like, this one is very short, this one is very just silly. I'll just do it in order. A prophecy foretold. This hypothetical was made before Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 was released. Hypothetically, what if the fountain located within the supply closet had to be sealed in order for the balance between light and dark to be restored? This hypothetical is self-contained, set during Chapter 7 of an assumed 7-chapter Deltarune, and disregards certain variables like character deaths, relationship complexities, or major events that may occur as of writing unreleased chapters. This hypothetical won't be updated to accommodate the recently released post-Chapter 2 content. It also assumes the following. The night and roaring will be stopped, the world does not end, / time loop, Gaster and the vessel will not interfere. Okay. Alright. It's been a while since I've done these voices, so let's see if I've still got it. It's also a little earlier in the day, so my voice isn't quite warmed up. Susie, are you okay? You've got goosebumps. No, not really. Please, talk to us. We're here for you. All the things we've done, did any of it really matter? If it all just has to be erased in the end? It mattered, Susie. It all mattered. Without you and Chris, your world might have been destroyed. But because of you, the lives of all the Lighteners will continue. You're a hero, Susie. Nothing can change that. I guess you're right. It's just, I don't want to lose this place, you know? I don't want to say a goodbye. I don't want to say a last goodbye to my friends. None of us want that, Susie. Me, everyone in town, we all feel the same. However, as long as the fountain stays open, the roaring could still come. Sealing it, it's the only way. Here, I have an idea. Before we conclude our time together, how about we go say our last goodbyes to everybody in town? I'm sure they'd love to see us one last time. Yeah, this one in particular will test all my voices because basically every character is in here. Yeah, that'd be nice. All these adventures. I knew they had to end sometime. I mean, me and Chris won't be stuck in school forever, right? But now that we're here, I don't know, it just feels really sudden. We've been through so much together. I think that's what makes this moment special. Everything we've done, it's led us here, to this one last journey. When you put it that way, it almost seems like we planned it. Guess we better make this one count, huh? Chris, Would you do the honors? And lead us one more time through the dark? Okay. Once upon a time, a legend was whispered among shadows. It was a legend of hope. It was a legend of dreams. It was a legend of light. It was a legend of dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. Boring! Dude, we are not rereading the whole prophecy. If you need me to remind you of something in the prophecy, Chris, you could just ask. I know it all off by heart. Here, I'll summarize it for you. We kick everyone's ass. You gaze deeply into the fountain's ripples. Every step taken, every choice made, every friend and enemy you've made along the way. It all led to this very moment. The culmination of your adventure is staring back at you. You, again, stare into the fountain's mist. A sound of hope rings in your ears. The thought that everything will be okay. It's comforting. Peering into the fountain's eyes, you spot something. For a brief moment, you saw a bright light. A blooming glare that's ready to take you home. You see a wave shaped like a horse. You've been staring at the fountain for too long. Okay. I didn't realize that it was going to let me interact with it so many times. Notice, do not lean over balcony edge. It's a Nubert-shaped door. Unfortunately, you are too big to fit inside. Or F, fountain balcony. Rehab. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, these are scary characters to have to voice first. Hey, you 3-for-2 deal. Hands off my hot rod. My prized Congadero is worth a bajillion doll hairs. You sure? I've seen loads of these in town. It's one of a kind, unusual quality. Yeah, no, these are the cars with the weird legs, right? You cracked to download me up, kid. Did you see it? Did you see it? My ride just exit the store? This is the 0 out of 5 stars day of my death. What even? Okay, I don't even know what I gave you. Wee! What a fun game we played all that time ago. Fun game? You tried to kill us, freak. Oh, don't be such a downer. Spice up your life with chaos, chaos. Listen closely. The prince warns that our time draws to its conclusion soon. Limited time only. Alright, now get out. Now get one, never. Fate infected these worlds, all hope neglected. But you Delta warriors bested the odds. How unexpected. And yet, even so, us Darkners are the only ones who'll have to go. It's out of our control, dude. Perhaps you are right and I am wrong. Fate always finds a way. Wee. Oh, I like that it doesn't let me interact with him anymore when there is nothing new. A nice reminder of home. Does it work? Alas, it has fallen into disrepair. Oh? What's wrong with it? It requires $1 dark dollar to function. That's it? Here, I'll put one in. The sheriff. Oh, the stories we've heard. A pity he's not here to join the party. Stomping bad guys, shooting customers. I like the cut of this man's giblets. What? I've never met this man in my lives. I'd never download a deputy to my hard drive. Pip pip, let's ride the carousel game. I think we're way too big for it. Chris, it's been too long since we've last spoken. You never give forgiveness to me for all the deals I gave. But don't jinkies, I can see it in your face. Gather round, everyone. I will have the story to tell you. See, thanks to your fluffy pillows friend here, I'm gonna just... Me and the squad have a place to call prison. But alas, we remain trapped. The prince claims we're a danger to the public. What? I never said that. Liar, liar, pants on, it burns! Let us break free, we've changed. I believe you, it's just... Spamton, you sold my entire castle to Lancer. The boy's a persuasive practices tutorial. He even said, pretty please, with the cherry on top. Why wasn't I told my castle was for sale? Listen, Your Highness, I was told it's free real estate. And Jevel, about that show you put on. But a spectacle. A circus for all to enjoy, 'twas very respectable. You were firing attacks into the audience. Oh please, it's just a simple chaos. You kids gotta learn how fun being free is. Oh my god, there's more. Eureka, that's it! Ralsei, buddy, chum, pal, I've got a special deal just for you. You dare life sentence us whilst the end is nigh? Cut me some slack, let me free sample outside one last time. Hee, a marvelous fun is about to break free. You don't think I'm forcing you to stay in here, do you? Ding ding ding! Listen, I know you're both had bad experiences with royalty, but this isn't one of them. You can leave anytime you want. It's not a prison, I promise. Ha ha ha, what a mix-up. But lo, our story ends happy. Hot diggity dog, do my missing ears dare deceive me? Spectacles, you've outdone yourself, bravo. I could. Give him a moment. I could free smooches you. Our very own humble abode, free of charge? Yep. Well, that's how I see it, at least. I will never leave! We're too scary for the outside world. But in our little residence, we're perfect. That was way too overwhelming to be the first characters to voice. It's a lampshade with rules scribbled on the side. These speakers are loud. I can't hear myself think. What? I said I can't hear myself think. I can't hear you, it's too loud in here. You place your ear next to the speaker. Starts ringing. Chris, move away, you may damage your hearing. You try to take a sip from the straw. Unfortunately, you're too short to reach. Did you just try to drink Queen's acid? You know I could lift you up to reach the straw. Absolutely not. I don't remember creating this room. To do, cleaneth mine storage. Continue thy mine shaft. The smaller text at the bottom. Remember, thou can push a 2 blocks at once. Caution, mining in process. Has Rose been digging into the walls? While I admire his persistence. Place your hand onto the pickaxe. The sudden urge to mine overwhelms you. Look, Chris, this is the pirate outfit Rules wore during our battle. When the hell did you guys have a cool pirate battle? And why wasn't I invited? Whoa, this dude has a whole pirate ship? Wait, this is just a cardboard cutout. I do not remember what to do for this puzzle. Let's see. Oh, I did it. That was a lot easier than when I did it the first time. For just a second, you heard something. It sounded like great annoyance. In a familiar accent? A large carving of brick and rock. It appears quite a lot of work has went into its creation. Hey, Ralsei, if this dude's struggling to make a doorway, how did you make us entire rooms in under a day? A mix of magic, perseverance, and a touch of love. Wait, what do these say? What? Place your hand on the doorknob. Your hand is covered in wet paint. It's a bucket of luminous blue paint. Additional living quarters. Sweet dreams, Lancer's bike. It's a music player. We asked those music dudes to make a tune with only splat sounds. Hey, who put googly eyes on my statue? And who put the signature that reads, "By Lancer" here too? It's a clothes drawer, brimming with torn scraps of fabric. Susie, what happened to all these outfits I made for you? They ripped each other apart? What's that smell? It must be the scented stickers I put in your manual. There were flavored stickers in my manual? I should actually read it now. There, Susie Jr. One day me and you will... And what are you two looking at? Nothing. I almost forgot. I can't let this food go to waste. Just need to grab this and that, and my pockets are full. Maybe it'd be best to leave some of your food in the fridge. Gee, I could really go for a nap right about now. Sorry, Susie. No time for naps, I'm afraid. Not even a short one? Me and you both know that short doesn't mean short. Guess you know me too well. Luckily, your decorative moss remains untouched. What? I know it's not real, dumbass. She had to ask me to make sure. Why do you still have this creepy thing? It's a wardrobe full of all sorts of different clothes, yet for some reason, you refuse to ever change your outfit. It's a shelf. Must have forgotten to collect some keepsakes. Your manual has accumulated quite a lot of dust. The closer you get, the more you need to sneeze. You allergic to reading too, Chris? Out of all the beds that you've inspected on your journey, this bed has earned second place. Really? I scored second place? I'm honored, Chris. Living quarters. Oh, Chris! After you've both said your goodbyes, the door above the cauldron leads to the base of the fountain. So, whenever you're both ready, I'll unlock it. What's that, Chris? What's that, Chris? Are you hungry? Don't worry, I'll bake you something. Could I get a bite too? Hey, Chris, you gonna finish that? Oh, I think you've had enough cake. Right going, Chris. Living quarters for bad guys. Standing guard, less aggressive than before. You know, this cell is incredibly homely. We're gonna stay here until our end. Oh, and the meals aren't half bad either. I'm still Golden Sam. Hey, keep your mouth shut. These animals say scary things when nobody's around. Okay. I wonder. Is something wrong, Susie? I'm just thinking, since King isn't in here anymore, is his hamster wheel up for grabs? Hey, wait your turn, Chris. There's an engraving of Lancer chiseled into the stone. There's the royal water bottle. We bow in respect. Chris. Oh boy, I'm trashy. I was right. Everybody in town loves me. They all love my wisdom and grace. Holy heck, let's go. This guy isn't so bad when you get to know him. Nobody's just as scared as everybody else. However, I won't hesitate to console all those in need. I found that being sealed is terrifying. I was just starting to get accustomed to this town, too. It's a closed manual. It appears you won't be needing any more of its knowledge. The shop is closed. Cafe is closed. Young masters, our journey has been fulfilled. We have managed to sweep and clean the entirety of this little town. Just in time, too. Don't tell the big guy that I told you this, but I'm a dust bunny. Pet the task. Boss, I'm so ashamed of you. How could you let the prince cause such chaos? Oh, I'm sorry, but there wasn't much of a choice. Well, I suppose you're right. I've grown to accept a little disorderliness. It doesn't hurt anybody. Also, your glasses are slightly crooked. Oh, welcome home. Nelson Town is in disarray. This is a dream that grew with love and care. The time to wake up grows closer, but remember this. There will always be another night in which you can dream again. And then I heard a lightner open their fountain. But I don't believe it. A lightner would never do that. Yeah, as if. Not even I could survive that long. Defeating 20 enemies with no healing? Impossible. Party dojo is closed. Can't believe this is happening. The cafe is closed right as I was gonna try it for the first time. Why'd you have to go seal the fountain today of all days?
The fountain being sealed has let me really reflect on my life. All the people I've met, the adventures I've been on. I used to work in a mundane office building with people I hate. Yeah, not the greatest history, but at least it got better near the end.
Bakery's closed. Fountain being sealed? Ha! That's what they want you to think. It's all a hoax, a ploy, a cunning scheme, a synonym for plan. Mr. Hacker, it's true. Chris and Susie will be sealing the fountain soon. Drat! My game night has been postponed yet again. There's a hole in the wall. There's nothing inside.
Hey look, there's Lancer. Lancer, what's up, dude? Silence!
Our beautiful little spherical boy is fast asleep. He wore himself out after all, calming everyone in town.
Oh, sorry. Lightner. Susie, is it? Lancer has told me many tales from your adventures. I'll admit, it's quite fascinating. How quickly he's grown in the little time you've shared together. He learns from the best, I guess. Yes. I'll always be grateful for the joy you brought to my little spade prince. There is something else I have to tell you, Lightners. I'm...
He's ever so sorry for his actions long ago.
That.
You would have kept stuttering, dear. We appreciate the apology, King. I'm happy to see you're warming up to us. This is so wholesome 100%. I must also make a grand apology video. Sigh.
What the hell are you saying?
Do you forgive me?
Fine, whatever, yeah.
How emotional, I could shed a tear right now. Not really, Lamau, I can't physically do that. Oh, Susie, dearie, I almost forgot. Lancer wanted to give you this before falling into his slumber.
What is it? A goodbye postcard. I helped him write it. Aw, sweet.
He stapled a cookie to it, too. This has been nice. However, as you are probably aware, we, have business to attend to.
Yes, well, I suppose we cannot postpone the inevitable.
I'm saving this moment to my clips folder for keepsakes. You got the postcard. Thanks to the sale, you consider purchasing the free sample. Closing down sale. Everything must go. All stock reduced from $4.99 to $4.98. Ever since we finished board construction, I felt right at home. It's happy about the new environment. Bow before thy newest king of the great board! I hath grown tired of being a mere royal assistant. Thus, I claimed the board as mine rightful dominion. And as mine first act, I Kingship is taxing, thou wouldn't understandeth mine plight. Aha! I have devised a most splendid idea. I shall acquire a loyal royal lackey. Tell me, How wouldst thou enjoy servitude? What? Oh, Chris, you'd really pick us over being royalty? Such blasphemy shan't go unanswered. Marketh mine words, knave. Thou shalt rue this betrayal, O foul and lowly worm. What? You're really joining this dude? Marvelous! Oh, how truly magnificent. Thy first royal decree. Rid this land of the vermin thou callest friends. Way ahead of you. We're leaving anyway. Ha! Run! Flee whilst thy legs remain attached. Okay. The music store is closed. He's getting some really good rest. Sorry, but the queen you are trying to contact is currently busy. Busy with what? Sending files to the cloud, sweetie. I've been improving my social skills for quite some time now. This training dummy is a really good listener. Never imagined my mannequin would end up becoming a counselor.
I did it! I mastered the quintuple leg stance. All my hard work will finally pay off. I can reach the top of the fridge now.
The animals are enjoying their newfound freedom. No longer bound by house rules or leashes. It seems to be locked. It may never open again.
That sucks.
What does, Susie?
I don't know. Just sorta had this feeling it would open again, you know? Would have been nice to go back and see how much stronger I've gotten.
Don't worry, Susie. You're definitely much stronger than before. And wiser, too.
What's that supposed to mean?
Okay. Tried to call on the cell phone. It's not any different. Nothing but garbage noise. It's a birthday postcard with goodbye plastered on top. You take out the postcard. For Susie and the others, happy goodbye. Alright. Gotta pull out the Lancer voice. One that causes me the most stress on my throat.
Hey, Susie and co. I had the genius idea to write a cool postcard saying goodbye that you can keep forever and ever and ever and ever. Thank you for being my friend even when we were all enemies all that time ago. We were cool, though. You should tell all your Lightner friends about our cool adventures or even write a cool book. Anyways, I'm really tired and need to get some sleep. King here. Lancer has fallen asleep. I'll finish for him. Farewell, Lightners.
Oh. King was the one that scratched out badass and replaced it with cool. And even tried to make a doodle of himself. That's funny. Oh, there we go.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm not tearing up.
Oh, it's the same thing. What happens if you... Oh! It's hypnotizing. You can't look away. Never mind. It's peaceful down here. It's also quiet down here. The purple girl's breathing too loud. You're ruining my tranquility. Is that it? Let me check one more time to make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh dear. You gaze deeply into the fountain's ripples. What? Let me talk to him. There we go.
This fountain is pissing me off. I'm the original Star Walker.
Well, I think that's everything here. Walking up to the door, you feel an overwhelming sense of closure. Are you sure you're ready to leave? So, here we are. The fountain is just behind this door.
Hey, Ralsei?
Yes, Susie?
Is this really the last time we'll see you? Like, what if somebody else tried opening another fountain?
I'm not sure, Susie. However, if anything like that did happen, hypothetically, I think I have a good idea on who would be called upon.
Oh, I see. We're the Dark Fountain Plumbers.
It appears so. Okay, let's do this.
Are you coming with?
No, I'll be watching from the balcony upstairs, though. Oh, and watch your step. I haven't been down there in a long time.
So, this is it, huh? Chris, can I ask you something? When this is all over, will we still be friends? Who am I kidding? We still need to finish that school project. And I don't think I can ever lose a friend like you. All right. Whenever you're ready.
It was as if your very soul was glowing.
Did I miss it?
No, you're just in time, in fact.
Phew. Didn't want to miss the big moment for some extra shut-eye.
Hey, Lancer? Do you think they'll like our parting gift?
Don't be silly. It's got me in it after all.
Good point. Maybe I should stop worrying so much.
Chin up, Ralsei. We won, remember?
Close enough.
Wasn't this like destiny or something?
It's complicated, but most of it, yes.
So you knew I was going to be an awesome hero all along?
No, that was entirely up to you.
Whoa, so I chose to be epic? I must be so humble deep down. My head is killing me. Chris? So this is what the supply closet actually looks like. Gotta say, it's not quite as grand as a whole kingdom. Hey, are you tearing up? You, alright? I'll give you a minute.
Can't think straight. Now let me out. Door's locked. It's the spoils from your adventures. Reluctantly, you accept that you'll need to return everything, or be known as the town thief. It's a pile of boxes. One box is full of dusty fantasy books. Another box is full of packing peanuts. Not the tasty kind. Last open webpage is a tutorial on how to make DIY battle armor. You bookmark the page and close the laptop. It's a full house. Oh, hey. Did you, like, sprout horns in there or something? Whoa, wait, humans can actually do that? Guess you really do look like your mom now. Pretty cool, actually. So, while you were in there, I found something. It was just sitting in my pocket, I guess. Here, take a look. Legend prophesized has finally reached its somber conclusion. Yeah, we can only hope that it's nearly as, like, bittersweet, but also wholesome and happy. I don't know. I'm not even sure at this point. Ices is offering free drinks for all paying customers. What if the, as of writing, unnamed cupcake character first teased in the Deltarune Winter 2024 newsletter was an enemy you fought in the Dark World? Noelle will re-enter the Dark World at some point. Chapters 3 and 4 is Dark World is Ices. The Cupwonka sprite is an enemy. Wait, look up there. It says they're serving free drinks up ahead. Finally, I've been dying for something to drink all day. Smells like watered down fruit juice. My second favorite. That cutout looks
Freaky.
Tell me about it.
Do any of you want a cup too?
No thanks, I'm okay. You shake your head.
Suit yourselves. Sharing isn't my forte anyway. Well, I'm so sorry. I don't know how that happened. I could have sworn that cup just shook itself in my hand.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
See, I knew that damn cup moved on its own.
What's with that angry look in its eye?
It's probably not happy about me dunking it in the bowl.
Wait, you don't think it wants to... Whoa! Siplet almost slips in a puddle of juice. Attack 7, Defense 2. A not-so-solo cup. Chug chug blah blah. Okay, wow. The air feels damp. Cheers to the equipment you found along the way.
Cheers to all this free food lying around.
Cheers to, Icy's pizza. Okay, how in the world? Cheers to the adventures we've been on.
Cheers to all this free
Pizza. Bubbles. Air feels damp. Go. Yay. That wasn't so bad.
You really thought those puny cups were gonna beat us?
Of course not, silly. I would have preferred not fighting, though.
Chris, how do we tell her that most of what we do here is battling?
Did you say something, Susie?
Oh, nothing. We're planning for future encounters.
There's gonna be more fights?
Oops.
And that's it, I think. Woo! Definitely did not play that way, but it's nice. Overworlds and ogres. Disconnected from Deltarune's overall story. It assumes the following. Papyrus is real. Papyrus is not the knight. Papyrus would be friends with the legendary warrior. Spoilers, you know who. Yeah, this game even has me bringing out some of my Undertale voices.
Welcome to me and my brother's humble abode. Feel free to have a look-see around anywhere but my room. You see, I've got skeletons in my closet. For real? Nah, I'm out of here right now. Wait. God damn it. Nah, I'm out here right now.
That was still wrong. Whatever. It's a blue hamster wheel missing a hamster.
You guys have a hamster?
Nah, my brother just wanted the wheel part.
Only the wheel?
He uses his fingers to pretend he's running out inside of it. I'd imagine he like a giant one his size. Unfortunately, they're out of stock.
Why don't you just get him one of those running machines?
Why am I struggling to read this so much all of a sudden? I haven't seen any hamster-sized treadmills for sale.
That's not what I meant. Great, now I want to run in a giant hamster wheel. Damn, that's a pretty cool couch.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Came with the house, actually. Don't let the looks fool you. It's still comfy. Take a seat. It won't disappoint. Sure. A built-in trampoline? Another bounce will be $1. Unfortunately, you don't have any money to spare. Whoa, you have one of those fancy giant TVs? Yeah, works wonders for the news channels. Is that all you use it for? News? On the off chance newspapers are sold out. The text breaking news is burnt onto the top left of the screen. Wasn't joking. You take a look into the trash can. It's filled to the brim with dirty laundry. You guys put dirty clothes in the trash? Yep. What else are you supposed to do with them? Reuse them? Why is everyone looking at me funny? It's a pan with a bunch of mismatched ingredients cobbled together. The look of it alone makes you want to gag. Don't mind that. I tried cooking for the first time. I'm quite the chef. What is it? Well, that's for you to decide. Smells sour? Confirm Sans that his dish isn't edible. Hey, you haven't even tried it yet. You know what they say? What? All toasters toast bread. Yeah, no duh. Why is he just chuckling to himself? Take a moment to reminisce. It was nice for Sans to invite you over to see his brother. Your hands are already clean. You take a look inside the fridge. One small tub of ice cream sits at the bottom. It looks untouched. The rest of the fridge is filled with instant noodles. Feel free to take one. They're pretty easy to cook. Susie got the instant noodles. Who said anything about cooking them? You're not hungry. Okay, wait, does this work here? Gee, really giving me a workout. All done? It's a comic book. The title reads Bon Voyage, Tales of the Magical Heroes. What do you want to do? You skeletons stand on the edge of a cliff. A purple hooded skeleton hurls his fist into the sky. All of a sudden, a giant battle breaks out. Goddamn. Swords clashing, magic flying through the air. Gonna have to cut you off there, pal. It gets pretty graphic on the next page. That's the whole point. It's a comic swan. The title reads, you can't make out what anymore. It's a framed picture of a bone. Sheer magnitude of artistic expression leaves you awestruck. Shield your eyes from its beauty? No. You continue indulging in the artwork. You conclude that this is indeed a masterpiece. Glad to see at least somebody here appreciates true art. Just a bone? Stop staring at me, freak! You place your hand on the doorknob. You just got electrocuted. Shocked? You didn't get electrocuted. The electric bill only covers one shock this month. It's a lengthy note accompanied by multiple flower stickers. Sans! Stop putting flower stickers on my door! Sure. Don't replace them with bee stickers. Okay. Skull stickers? What happened to the bees? Bees need flowers. Fine. You may place 2 flower stickers. The note is signed with an additional flower sticker. Trowso Bones roars louder. Alrighty, I'll go fetch him. With the power of my mighty blade, I will slay you, beast. He's ready for you. For millennia, I've laid in rest, waiting for this very day. The day I set off on my quest for riches and power. My fate is already decided, and it states I will be the greatest. For I am the one and only Great Knight of Varrock. Prepare to say nighty-night, beasts, as you will be dead by daylight. Wait a minute. Nighty-night? You made the last line of my introduction a pun?
Yep.
I'm supposed to be intimidating, not witty. I thought I asked you to write these seriously.
Hey, relax. Your guest found it funny.
My guests?
Hey? These are the people I wanted you to meet.
Ah, where are my manners? Greetings, my name is Papyrus.
And I'm Susie.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Sister Susie. And you must be Chris, correct? Sans has told me many interesting facts about you. Many of them nonsensical. Is it true humans can fly?
Hey, Papyrus, how about you give them a tour of your room?
That's a brilliant idea, Sans. Why do you still have your ogre ears on?
Wouldn't be able to hear you otherwise.
Chris, Susie, let us begin our grand tour. Through my bedroom. First important stop on the journey. Behold my trash can! Now, you may be inclined to think I use it, but you'd be wrong, as a note here reads, closed for renovations. So I'll have to wait until those are done.
Who's renovating your trash can?
Great question. The answer remains a mystery. Here's my radical bed, perfect for snooze cruises.
Whoa, is it able to drive?
You have a keen eye. Sadly, it doesn't drive.
Gas prices are too high around here.
Next, feast your eyes on this art piece. Sans scored it at a garage sale recently.
Live, laugh, love. What's that supposed to mean?
I believe it to hold a deeper meaning. The sun is alive and it loves laughing.
Perhaps it's just an inspirational message.
Ah, I get it. I must be like the sun. I must love living and love laughing.
Close enough.
This is where all the magic happens. My computer. I love to show all the adventures I've been on, but the internet is out. I can't log in. Sans must have forgotten to pay the bill.
Probably.
And this, my new friends, is the one and only wonderful table of wacky, whimsical wonders. A vast land full of whatever you imagine. And best of all, you can be whoever you wish. I do have an unrelated question for you two. What fantasy classes would you two be?
Fantasy classes? Maybe one that could do magic?
A mage, master of the arcane arts. Great pick. And you, Chris? What class would you be? Marvelous pick. I too would be a knight, serving a glorious king up until my last breath. Well, that brings us to the end of the tour.
Hey, wait. What about the rest of the stuff on the table?
You want to know more?
Yeah, it sounded kind of cool, and I like fantasy stuff.
One moment. Susie, Chris, how would you like to learn the age-old game of overworlds and ogres?
We've got time to kill. Why not?
Wonderful! Gather around the table. Are you free? Perfect! You should come over for a little AO. There are some no... God. There are some new recruits joining us. Apologies for that, but I have good news. A legendary warrior, almost as great as me, will be joining us very shortly. In the meantime, you two have a lot to learn. But fret not, me and Sans are well equipped to teach. Alright, I'll show you rookies how this works. First, we'll create our characters. For example, I am the Great Knight of Varrock. With my mighty blade, no beast stands a chance. Now, Susie, who will you be? I'm Susie the Mage. Come now, you can be more imaginative. Let me think. I am Suzira the Mystic. Ah, excellent. That suits you well. Now then, Chris, who shall you be? How about Chris the Human? Now that our characters are ready, let's move on to the gameplay. Sans will be our narrator for this epic quest. Hello, said me. He'll describe all the dangers and troubles we face. He'll also roll 2 dice to dictate fate. High number? Great! Low number? Count your prayers. In-game, we control our character's actions. In battle, we'll choose our moves wisely. We need to work together if we want to succeed. Now that we've covered the basics, let's begin our journey. To start you two off easy, Sans, give us a nice basic adventure.
The Great Knight of Varrock, Suzira the Mystic, and Chris enter a temple.
A heist for a lost artifact. Thrilling.
Varrock triggers a pressure plate, activating a trap. A massive boulder drops, crushing the entire party.
What?
Nice move, Varrock. We're dead already.
It wasn't my fault. Sans set me up.
You did say a nice and basic adventure.
The nerve. Whatever, let's retry. This time, my character will be more vigilant. Drat, he's here already? No matter. Sans, could you let him in, please?
On it, Your Highness.
Oh no, I know who's about to show up and I don't remember the voice.
So, Papyrus, what's the deal with this legendary warrior?
Where do I even begin? You see, in our adventures, I tend to, not survive very long. Boulders crush me, swinging axes slash me. No matter what, I never seem to make it to the end. Except when he's in the party. We make it slightly further. Somehow he defies Sans' ridiculous challenges. Where did I get riddles from? And together, we become an unstoppable duo.
Sounds like they do all the heavy lifting.
Nonsense! My enthusiasm is key to our victory.
God. Fear not, citizens. Your hero in enchanted armor has arrived. Betrayed by my original flock, I vow to help the innocent. Give up whilst you still have a chance, wicked beasts, lest you face the wrath of the Azure Falcon. Azure Falcon? Susie? Chris? You're the 2 new recruits joining our party?
Yeah, I guess so. I was just educating them on how to play.
Perfect. But are they fit for combat?
Susie, a giant ogre attacks. What do you do?
Cast a death spell.
Yep, I deemed them ready.
Varrock, Azure Falcon, Suzira, and Chris embark on a grand adventure. An ancient ruin that holds a mystical artifact calls for them. Will they triumph the dangers inside or forever rot in its walls?
I will equip my mighty blade and trusty shield.
My halberd, blessed by the Aves gods. My halberd. My halberd, blessed by the Aves gods, will be accompanying me. I'll bring a cool stick that looks like a staff.
You'll be bringing a short sword. The party set off on their adventure. Varrock enters the— Wait!
I pick up a stone and toss it into the doorway of the ruins.
12. A boulder drops where he would have stood. Wowee! Such clever foresight!
Adventuring 101. Watch out for booby traps.
Stop giggling, Sans. The party enters the ancient ruin. A smell of damp moss fills the air. Deeper within, they come upon a large pile of golden coins. Perfect! We found our loot already!
That isn't the mystical artifact we came for, Varrock.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Surely pocketing a few coins wouldn't hurt, right? Roll for how many golden coins I take.
Varrock puts 2 coins in his bag.
That's good. More room for other goodies.
You want to roll for more coins?
I shouldn't let greed overwhelm me. What's the catch?
An odd number will wake up the giant goblin sleeping on top of the pile.
Giant goblin?
Giant goblin? Giant goblin? Varrock, fight the urges, don't do it. You'll get us all killed again.
Oh no, I'm conflicted. But alas, I will be the bigger man. And knock on Lady Luck's door once more.
7. You drop a coin and the goblin wakes up.
I'd like to apologize in advance.
The goblin rolls over and spots the party stealing his beloved gold.
Maybe we could talk it out?
No time for that. We've got to fight this beast. Brace yourselves.
Battle?
It's still laying down. The party has the first move.
I defend myself with my shield.
I charge at it with my halberd. I cast a fireball. You choose to sing a lullaby. The goblin's next attack will do half damage.
Smart thinking, Chris. Make it fall back asleep.
Azir Falcon does 5 damage to the goblin. Zazira does 8 damage to the goblin. The goblin has finally risen. It throws a cluster of golden coins at the party. It does 3 damage to Chris, Azir Falcon, and Zazira. Only 2 damage to Varrock. It's the party's turn again.
Chris, keep singing so it's weak when we'll attack. I'll stab the goblin with my sword.
I'll slash the beast with my halberd again. I'll cast a healing spell. You choose to sing a lullaby. The goblin's next attack will do half damage. Varrock does 7 damage to the goblin. Azir Falcon does 9 damage to the goblin. Zazir heals the party for 3 health. The goblin stomps the ground, releasing a shockwave. It does 4 damage to the entire party. It's the party's turn again.
This one should do it. Let's all attack at once. I lunge at the goblin, full force.
I fly into the air and dive towards the goblin. I'll use an electricity spell. You choose to fight with your short sword. Varrock does 4 damage to the goblin. Azir Falcon does 4 damage. Zazira does 12 damage to the goblin. Chris does 8 damage. The goblin lets out a roar before collapsing into the gold. The party has bested the giant goblin and won.
We did it!
Nice work, team. We can progress onwards. That mystical artifact is ours for sure.
The party heads deeper into the ruins. It's getting darker. They come upon a set of 3 doors, each with a different symbol. A skull, a question mark, and a sword. Okay, let's think about this very carefully. What could possibly be behind the skull door? I believe it to be a certain death. That is what a skull signifies. Hey, there's nothing wrong with skulls. The question mark door. A surprise? What would the sword entail then? Maybe some sort of battle trial? Another creature to fight? I just can't decide which one. Chris, since I don't want to be responsible for our deaths, pick a door for us to wander into. The party stepped through the question mark door. They're greeted by two living statues standing in front of individual doors. One door leads to the next room, the other to your doom. The left statue explains that one statue tells the truth and the other lies. The party can only ask one question, then they must pick a door. A logical riddle way during our lives. This will be tough. I'm going to need some time to think. Why can't we just peek through both? The right statue explains that it's cheating, punishable by death. Lame. I think I've got it. The answer is quite simple. We ask a statue if it would tell a lie. If the answer is yes, go through the other door. If the answer is no, go through the... Sans, are you sure this is solvable? I promise, it is possible. It's just a 50-50 chance, right? Let's just guess. That's not a bad idea. Let's save that for later. Aha! I have cracked the code. What would the other statue say is the safe door? The truthful one would point to the deadly door. The liar would also point to the deadly door. Therefore, we always enter the opposite door. I was just thinking that. Sounds correct to me. Let's ask it. Could I ask a statue that question? Go right ahead, my feathered friend. Left statue of stone, I ponder thee. What door would the other say is safe for me? The left statue thinks for a moment, and then responds. The other statue would say the right door is the safe door. Aha! My hypothesis was correct! Since Chris chose this room, they should lead. What did it say? The party steps to the right door, and all fall into a bit of spice. No, how could my foolproof plan fail? This doesn't make sense. We chose the safe door, right? Nope, wrong door. So we should have went through the other door? Nah, that door was deadly too. Wait a minute. There was no right answer? Both statues were lying. The correct path was to go back. No! Alas, we poor adventurers suffer the same fate once more. Foiled again by Sans' ridiculous plots! So that's it, huh? Yes, now is usually when we'd restart. Why can't we? There's time, right? It is late. Are you three up for an all-nighter? All-nighter? What time is it? You check the time on your cell phone. 8:32 p.m. 13 missed calls. It's how late? My mother is probably worried sick about me. It's been fun, everyone, but I've got to rush home ASAP. Farewell, Birdly. It's best we head off, too. I'm pretty sure those missed calls were from Chris's mom. No worries. I do hope to do this again sometime. Sure, when me and Chris aren't too busy with school. Wonderful! Safe travels, you two. See ya. Hey, Chris, before you go, I appreciate you coming over. It's not often Papyrus is this happy after losing another campaign. You see, he usually starts throwing a tantrum by now. What was that, Sans? I'm trying to order a pizza. Nothing. Remember to ask for extra breadsticks. Daring today, are we? Yeah, so As a thank you for today, you can have this. You already have Sans' number. Forgot I gave you that other number. This is probably my real number. You got probably Sans' real number. I'll be a call away if you ever need anything. Stay safe, pal. Au revoir, Chris. Woo! I think there's like a lot more to that one, I think. If you don't lose. I think there actually is a scenario where you can win that, but I don't remember. Picking between 3 doors. Let me try this one more time. The party heads deeper into the ruins. It's getting darker. They come upon a set of 3 doors, each with a different symbol. A skull, a question mark, and a sword. Okay, let's think about this very carefully. The skull door? Chris, are you trying to get us killed? Who will be the one to open the door? I, need to keep an eye out behind us. I'm busy with stuff. Oh, fine, I'll be our valiant hero. Sans, I open the skull door. Varrock opens the skull door, the floor rumbling. Stepping through, the party comes across a hallway leading deeper into the ruins. What? No deadly trap? No impossible boss? Nope. Good pick, Chris. Moving forward, the party steps onto a rickety wooden bridge. They all feel a growing sensation of completion. They are nearing the end. We're almost there, I can feel it! All things considered, this adventure has been pretty easy so far. They're so gonna jinx us, Chris. The bridge begins to rumble. Something huge is coming. See what I mean? Do we have time to ready our weapons? Nope. Bridge is shaking too much. Perhaps we could retreat? Absolutely not. We've worked hard to get here. Whatever is ahead, we'll face head on. Tell me, what is your name? I'm the Azure Falcon. Right. Now who are you, Susie? I am Sub-Zero the Mystic. Chris is Chris. And I am the Great Knight of Varrock. Together we will get that artifact, whether the danger up ahead likes it or not. A dragon swoops down onto the bridge. It'll have the first move. No worries, I believe in us. A dragon is just a big bird that breathes fire. 12. What did you roll for? I have got to say, that was incredibly fun. I don't think we've ever gone that far in prior adventures. So that's it, huh? Yes, now is usually when we restart. But can't we? Alright, another fight it is. Sub-Zero, would you be so kind as to heal all of us with a spell? Just so we're all prepared beforehand, of course. Yeah, sure. I cast a healing spell on everyone. The party is healed for 12 health. We're fully prepared now. Let us move forward. The party enters the door with the sword icon. They're immediately met by an ogre. Quick, let's attack it before it notices us. Wait! Yes? We don't have to engage like this. Perhaps I could sweet talk us out of a fight. How would you achieve that? Ogres only speak in their native tongue. Ogres have their own language? Indeed, it is very intricate and difficult. But it just so happens I have an ogre buddy. So fret not, for I have mastered the ogre tongue. Ahem. Greetings, ogre. Can you understand me? Let's just pretend. I can understand you, strange knight. Perfect. You, wouldn't want to squish us, would you? I'm not too sure. I haven't squished a puny mortal in a long time. But I think about the mess. You have to clean up our spilled guts. Good point. Maybe I won't squish you under my boot.
Phew, that's a relief.
Although I am feeling rather peckish.
That's even worse and gross.
Foolish adventurers are part of our diet.
Foolish! I'll have you know, me and my pals are anything but. We bested the giant goblin in the room before.
Oh, really? Thanks, I hated that guy. Every night he would try to steal my golden tooth whilst I was asleep. Guess I owe you all a favor in return? What is it saying?
It's giving us a favor for beating that goblin.
Here's our favor. Let us pass or we'll barge through anyway.
Ogre, our favor is to walk past uninterrupted.
Just this once, I'll let you adventurers past unscathed.
Yes! It said we can go past!
Really? That worked. Moving forward, the party step onto a rickety wooden bridge. They all feeling a growing sense of completion. They are nearing the end.
We're almost there, I can feel it.
All things considered, this adventure... Jinx. See what I mean?
We have time to ready our weapons?
Nope. Dun, 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 dun. A dragon swoops down and you'll have the first move. Is it gonna end the same way? 12.
Why did you...
Multiple giant footsteps can be heard from the path you just came from. We're doomed. The beasts from before have come to feast too. Quite the contrary, actually. What? Both the goblin and the ogre begin fighting the dragon. They're on our side?
And that, my friends, is why you never give up.
They met up after you left the sword door room. Surprisingly, they made amends and became friends. As soon as they heard the dragon roar, they rushed over to help.
We would be toast if Chris chose a different door.
Might want to get out of here now. They won't hold that dragon for long.
Right. Let us charge forward one last time.
The party enter a royal hall. Shiny decor fills the walls. A red carpet leads them deeper, towards the mystical artifact. However...
Hold it! Don't take another step. I throw a golden coin out to the carpet in front.
1.
Lady Luck is a cruel mistress. We're dead.
Suzira steps on a pressure plate. Mechanic clicking can be heard. Until suddenly, a giant boulder lands on the Azure Falcon.
What do you mean it only crushes me? Phew, that was a close one. We salute you for your sacrifice, Azure Falcon. This reeks of foul play. I demand a revive.
The party reaches the end of the royal hallway.
Hey!
In front of them lies the mystical artifact.
What's the catch, Sans?
Nothing.
You're telling me that's the real artifact?
Yep.
Not an amulet that instantly kills us all?
Nope.
Is the air we're breathing toxic?
Wish I thought of that. Nah, that's really the artifact. Chris, Varrock, Suzira, you've completed the campaign.
Yay! I can't believe it! We actually did it!
Good job, everyone. Everyone who survived, that is.
Thus, our characters can finally rest. Now that we have our mystical artifact.
That's just a dodgeball. Our budget ain't that big. Can we do one more campaign? This cannot be how the Azure Falcon story ends. We could, though there is one problem. You might want to check the time. Oh. Papyrus is going to rub this in my face until the end of time now.
What was that sound? I'm trying to order a pizza.
Nothing to remember. Okay, it was like two different lines.
Au revoir, Chris.
Yay, there we go. That one is so much fun. I love that one. How would an impactful event that would trigger the roaring play out? It also assumes the following. The festival hasn't occurred yet. Alphys' Chapter 1 group project has no specific theme or subject. Chris, Susie, and Noelle/Birdley have become closer friends in the light world. Chris, Susie, and Birdley have met Rudy Holiday previously. Gaster will speak to us again at some point. Okay. Listen closely. The bells of fate. They ring with such urgency. The climax of your adventure. Drawing ever so close. This world. It means so much to us. A place built from my hope. And yours. So you see, I cannot help but tremble. The roaring approaches, and so does something greater. How rude of me to interrupt. We will wait no longer. You must rise. Wake up. Wake up. Ew, ew. Ew. That was gross, actually. Wake up, Chris. You don't want to miss presenting your group project, do you? I forgot it started like that. Gosh, what has gotten into you lately? Must I splash you with water just to get you up again? There you are. Please hurry, I wouldn't want us running late again. All but one of the hinges on the doors have snapped. All but one of the hinges on the door. Okay. You peruse today's clothing selection. It's all the same green and yellow sweater. It's your bed. You consider going back to sleep for a moment. Then you remember Toriel is waiting just outside the door. The sky is clear. There's not a cloud in sight. The alarm clock shows 5:54 p.m. Either you are really late for school or it has run out of batteries. Underneath is a notebook with the title My Diary. Take a peek. Probably shouldn't. The screen is stuck on a prompt asking to install an update. You don't touch anything in fear of losing precious unsaved data. What? You waited until now to say you needed supplies? Oh, it's for your group project? Very well, but only a quick stop on the way to school.
He chucked the dice and just so happened to roll 2 again. I'm telling you, it had to be rigged or something.
So it's either magical powers or bad luck then? Say, you haven't smashed any mirrors recently, have you?
Your attention, please. Chris and their mother have arrived.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all have your group projects ready.
Of course, the early bird does catch the worm after all. You eat worms? Cool. No, it's a metaphor.
I've heard many things about your project with Chris, Susie. You've expressed how much this project means to you both.
Yeah, just, trying to get a good grade is all.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm sure you'll accomplish your goal.
Noelle, Well, I may pride myself in being a humble, gentle bird. This display board is quite heavy. Would you mind if we headed inside and began to set it up?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll meet with you inside.
You, need help with that? No thanks, I've got it under control. A courageous student, such as myself, can carry their own future A++. Eh. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Chris, please tell me you remembered to get those supplies we needed.
Now, no need to worry. We made a quick stop on the way. But you two really should have been more prepared beforehand.
Sorry about that. Thanks for getting the stuff we needed, though. Guess we should head inside and prepare then, huh? Oh, Chris, Susie, you made it. You can, take a seat anywhere. Everyone's just putting final touches on their projects. Yeah, about that. We need, like, a pair of scissors and some duct tape. I, can't give you those. Last time I gave you scissors, you tried to cut a table in half. And that other time, you duct taped Chris to a chair. I can promise not to do that. That's somewhat reassuring. Chris, I'm trusting you to keep an eye on these.
You and Susie get to work finishing up your group project.
Chris, quick. We've only got like 10 minutes. Pass me that cardboard too. Stop looking through it like a telescope. Okay, class. Time's up. I'm really happy to see how dedicated you've all been. So, which pair wants to go first? Nobody? That's surprising. I guess I'll just have to pick someone. Temmie and Egg.
Whoa. Temmie and Egg by Suzuki.
Oi, I'm here to present project. This is Egg. Some say Tem is not a project, it's just Egg.
But consider, what is project?
Is that all? Science says Egg is mystery.
What inside? Bird? No bird? Who know? Egg also a symbol. Why is it actually jumping? Symbol for life, symbol for future, symbol for breakfast. Egg is everything. Egg from anything, yeah? From chicken, like birdie.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not a chicken.
Many ask Tem, how does Egg relate to us? That's a mighty fine question.
Thank you. That was, informative. I'm not sure what grade to give it. Tem and Egg need 8+ to go to college. I guess you get an A++ then?
Tem has biggest brain. Monster Kid and Snowdrake by Magic Frog. I think that's it, Frog. Or Magic Froge.
Yo, so like, me and Snowy are gonna answer a scientific question. The most important question of all time. What makes things cool? Right, so we researched a lot. We found that coolness is like measurable. See, coolness evolves over time. Like one day, something is cool, and the next day it's, not. But some things are always cool, like ice. This is giving me secondhand uncoolness.
Was that the voice that I gave him? I don't remember.
Wait. We plotted everything that's cool. Look at our elite lineup. Hours of research went into this. So, starting from the bottom of our graph,
Stuff that isn't cool includes, homework. Yeah, big bummer. And getting called inside when you're playing outside. Oh, brutal. What about when you wave at someone and they don't wave back? Yeah, painfully uncool, I think. Moving on to stuff that's, like, moderately cool. There's, roller skates. Only if you actually know how to use them. Oh, knowing exactly when to say no worries after someone apologizes. Ooh, power move. Mid-tier cool. Next is, stickers? Depends. Holographic stickers? Pretty cool. Yeah, facts. Alright, now we're hitting the real cool zone. Stuff that's always cool. Snowy, you mind, Oh, yeah. Using our scientifically sound methods, we've determined the top 5 coolest things ever. Number 5, casually knowing a weird fact at the perfect time. Like someone's like, whoa, how do magnets work? And bam, you just know. Number 4, laughing at a joke no one else got. Extra points if you don't explain it. Number 3, dinosaurs. Who doesn't like giant scary monsters? Why are they staring right at me? I just realized I accidentally gave him like the exact same voice as Susie. Number 2, walking away from a conversation at the perfect moment.
Right after saying something cool, no looking back.
And the number 1 coolest thing of all time? You want to do the honors?
Yeah, the coolest thing of all time is totally wiping out, but making it look intentional.
What? That's not what it says in the script. Because we saw you falling outside.
No, you wouldn't understand being cool like us. Anyway, that's our presentation done.
Eat our tips, and maybe one day, you could be cool too.
That was great. You two must have put a lot of time into this. I think a B+ for you makes sense. Head back to your seats so the next pair can set up.
Whoa!
Now that was cool. You said it yourself. We are cool.
As you can see, our research was valid.
Was that a tactical faceplant? Respect. I think I chipped a tooth. What up, classmates, teacher, fellow truth seekers? You ever walk home late at night feeling like something's or someone is watching you? Well, guess what? You ain't alone.
Never.
That's right. We've uncovered the most chilling, the most unexplained, the most totally real urban legends of hometown. First up, the eyes in the dumpster. You go, take out the trash. Something's looking behind the cans. You leave. Next day, trash is gone.
But you didn't hear the garbage truck.
Whoa, what's back there? Secret government agent, demon of the... Alright, next. We've got the mysterious locker beast.
There's a locker. No one opens it. Ever. One time, someone did. Didn't come back.
Hey, which locker was it?
Forgot.
Damn, gotta watch out, or you might end up missing too.
Could you two maybe move on to lighter urban legends?
You got it, coach. Lastly, most fearsome, bone-chilling, not made-up tale of them all.
Icy. Sorry, force of habit.
Some say, late at night, in the halls of this very school, you could see its shadow, lurking, waiting for an unlucky student. The second they're alone, snatch. gone, never to be seen again.
But sometimes, you hear them. Footsteps. Dragging. Breathing. Closer. Maybe tonight.
That concludes our totally real report. Are there any questions? I got you. So, like, what score did we get? Hey. Ahem, fellow students, esteemed educator, and, others. Today we shall unveil a report so revolutionary, it will change the way you view society itself. Video games make you smarter.
What Burley means to say is, video games can actually improve cognitive skills in a variety of ways. For example, action games boost hand-eye coordination.
Such as precisely aiming at enemies on the battlefield.
Gaming can also help reaction speed and spatial awareness.
In the real world, we could dodge attacks much easier than in game. I was distracted. That was an unfair test. No throwing duct tape across the classroom, Susie.
Worth.
Back on track. Games also teach problem solving and logic. Strategy games require planning, patience, and adaptation.
Exactly. You analyze, predict, and make the best choice.
Even puzzle games teach pattern recognition and reasoning.
And RPGs require managing resources and decision making.
There are also social benefits. Multiplayer games teach teamwork.
Like a soldier, you must work as a team to defend your fortress together.
It can help. It can even help shy people feel more comfortable talking.
And sometimes, players form real friendships online. Of course, some still refuse to listen to an expert's advice. Rarely. Yes, dear Assistant Noel.
Not every player needs your expert advice.
Incorrect. But at last we shall continue.
Oh dear, I'm not interrupting, am I?
Not at all.
Ah, good. Well, I'm afraid you'll need to leave school today, urgently. It's better if I tell you in private. Oh, okay?
Just a moment. What am I to do now? We've still got so much important content to get through. It's okay. I think you're both already worthy of an A. This is an unjust win. We've got more than enough for an A++.
Birdly, listen, it's fine. Just finish presenting without me. I've gotta go. Yeah, see you soon.
Continuing on from our last point, video games teach players a lot of stuff. For instance, it takes 3 seconds to break a single log of wood. How is that supposed to help us on the field? Clearly, you don't forage for resources often. And, we've reached the conclusion of the presentation.
That was really well done. I think I'll stick with an A for you and Noel, though.
But, actually, never mind. Thank you, Miss Office.
So this is our project. It's a, book. It's about, like, some heroes and their adventures.
Oh, that's exciting. Did anyone help you to write it?
Yeah, Ralsei did.
Ralsei?
He's from a different school, yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead and start when you're ready.
Alright, so, one day, these two kids, Susira and Christos, they fall down a hole. Real original, right? Yeah, like that, except Susira landed on her feet. Anyways, turns out the hole led to some weird underground castle. And
And before they could even figure out where the hell they were, this fluffy geek greets them at the castle's entrance. He's a prince who's, like, weirdly nice. Too nice. He tells the two that they're some kind of chosen heroes, and that they gotta save the world from, you know, eternal darkness. No pressure, right? Suddenly, they get attacked by another prince, Lancer. He's all evil and stuff, but deep down he's cool, trust me. Cesare and Christos manage to beat him, and are given their first task. They gotta seal some fountain at this evil king's castle, or else they won't be able to return home. So the trio set off. The journey to the castle was rough, to say the least. Like, there were tons of bad guys trying to stop the heroes. Didn't help that Cesare refused to believe that she was a chosen hero. She ran off ahead, thinking she could get home on her own.
How stupid. What was she thinking?
I prayed to the rest of the party are smart enough to think before acting. Yeah. Lancer kept showing up, messing with the party. Like, blocking the road, throwing out lame enemy, and he had no villain. He had no clue how to be a villain. It's kind of funny, actually. But the more they ran into each other, oh my god. But the more they ran into each other, the more they talked. And it turns out, Lancer's just a goof who wants to be friends. Cesare and Lancer even share a friendship lunch. Before she knew it, she didn't want to fight him anymore. Meanwhile, Christos and the prince, they're trying to catch up. When they finally do, Cesare and Lancer are already pals. But Lancer's still acting all evil-ish. It's real awkward. Eventually, he caves. He wants to help the heroes. So now, the trio turns into a quartet. The bad guys ain't happy about this news, especially the king. See, Lancer, he's the evil king's kid. And, well, that makes things complicated. After a long journey, they finally reach the castle. But something feels off. The place is quiet. Way too quiet. And right when they let their guard down, they get ambushed by a bunch of enemies and locked in prison. But the party doesn't stay locked up for long. They bust out, ready to take down the king. Except, they got a little sidetracked. Somewhere in the castle they found this hidden basement. Inside was this clown dude. He wanted to play some game, but it just turned into another fight. It was a tense battle, but the party did manage to make him chill out. Honestly, still not sure what his deal was. He kept yelling stuff like chaos and laughing like a maniac. The party wouldn't have fought him if Christos hadn't insisted. Did get some sweet loot though, so I guess it was sort of worth it. Anyways, back on track. Cesare, Christos, and the prince advance. Lancer's nowhere to be found. They make it to the top of the castle. It was time for the big fight. They charge into the throne room, ready to battle. The prince, the nice one, tries to talk it out with the evil king. Doesn't work, so it's a full-on boss battle. The king was like real powerful. Had tons of weird attacks too. First he throws spades everywhere. Fast as hell too. He had this freaky chest mouth thing. Real gross, honestly. And whilst they fought, he wouldn't shut up about his stupid story.
You left us in shadow. We found purpose. I'm king and I'm dumb.
Okay, he might have not said that last one. I'll spare you all the details. Thank me later. But even with the party's combined power, they were losing. All hope seemed lost until... Whilst the party was fighting, Lancer had built an army. All those bad guys from earlier came back to overthrow the king. And with their help, the prince was able to seal the king away for good. Good riddance. Lancer would
would be a million times better as king anyways. With the evil king defeated, there was only one thing left to do. Cesare and Christos said their goodbyes for now and made their way to the fountain, the final hurdle. Christos did something. Then magically, the fountain was sealed. They woke up not far from where their journey had began, their home. And that was the end of their first adventure. Who the hell is throwing flowers? Wow, that was amazing. I was really invested. I'd definitely read more if there was a sequel. There's more. That was just the first chapter of the book. I don't think we have time for the rest. Have you two thought about possibly publishing it, though? I can see this being a best-selling novel. Yeah, like anyone would buy our book. I would. Anyway, good job, you two. A++ for the creativity and the execution. Wait, what? We actually got a good grade? Guess being a dork pays off, huh, Chris? My voice is starting to hurt. That's everyone's group projects done, right? You've both already presented. Need bigger grade. A++ is the highest grade. Oh, you may continue. Okay. You all did great on this assignment. I'll just finish writing the report cards. Then you can all head home early as a treat. Could someone deliver Noelle's report card to her? I'll do the honors and be Noelle's noble courier. Thank you, Berdley. Chris, wait. I know school's boring and all, but slow the hell down. Would have appreciated some help dumping all the cutouts, you know. Whatever. We've got like a full day to do whatever we want. We'd like to go see Ralsei, but everyone's still inside. You got any bright ideas on what we can do? I'm stumped. You good, dude? Have any of you spotted where Noelle went? No. How could I be so careless? I borrowed a pencil and forgot to return it before she left. It's a pencil. Knowing her, she probably has hundreds. Not just any pencil. It's a treasured heirloom. Okay, maybe not, but she did seem quite fond of it. That's not the only issue, though. Tell me, Susie, Chris, did you pay attention to our presentation? If so, surely you both saw how worried Noelle and Miss Torio looked. Oh yeah, that was sort of weird. Noelle's like the last person I expect to ditch class. Precisely! And lately she's been off. Distant, staring into space, mumbling to herself. Initially I chalked it up to the stress of intense studying. But now, I feel like something's wrong. Why didn't I ask if she was okay sooner? Of course. No, her attendance won't be affected. Okay. Yes, I understand. Hopefully not, no. And excuse my unprofessionalism, but please keep me updated. Thank you. Yes, I'll let him know. She's free to visit the hospital whenever she needs, I assure you. So that's what she... Shut up, I'm trying to eavesdrop. No, seriously, she just mentioned the hospital. Oh. Any of you weren't aware, Noelle's father is sick. She told me he's been getting better, although it wouldn't take a genius to put two and two together. Oh. We should go check on her. It's the responsible thing to do. I mean, I guess, but what if, like, she doesn't want us there? It is personal, I agree, Susie dearest. Do not call me that. Even so, as her loyal friends, we should strive to at least try and check in. Yeah, makes sense. Guess it wouldn't hurt. You and Chris? Alright, let's go then.
You deem it best not to interrupt her phone call.
We don't need to take your mom's van. The hospital's literally like 2 minutes away tops. I have always pondered, Chris, why does your mother drive to school? Surely it would be more eco-friendly and cheaper to walk, no? 'Cause driving kicks ass.
Hello. What's all the commotion? Oh? You don't know? You and me both, partner. Have you found out yet? Ribbit, ribbit. Did anybody else see that antlered girl sprint past? Is there another Christmas sale happening? Should I be preparing for Christmas early too? Someone urged me to get better at parallel parking. I think I've got the hang of it. It has just dawned on me. I'm gonna struggle getting out of here.
Stay away, backup busters. The mayor's newly elected bodyguard will guard at all costs. This is life or death. Stay away.
I should probably get more water, to be honest. Ball of junk. A small ball of accumulated knickknacks cobbled together in your pocket. Alright. Yeah, I can tell that my voice is already not as used to doing this as much after it being a couple months since I've done Undertale. That's a bit better.
Apparently the mayor was just seen around here not too long ago. Hopefully something is finally being done. What?
No, that's it. Something being done, period.
All they've done this past week is plan the festival. I'm still waiting for my new home's plumbing to be fixed.
Should I start protesting in retaliation? I don't know.
Hey, I'm trying to become a journalist. Do you, always wear that jacket?
Me? Yeah. Why, you got a problem with it?
No, it's, very purple. Jesus.
Thank you.
Would you read a newspaper if the headline was "Purple Jacket Wearer Spotted in Town Center"?
I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time I've been in the paper, though. How did you, of all people, end up in the newspaper? I got a shout out in the most wanted section for smashing windows. Figures. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, wow. A real celebrity. Could I get an autograph?
Oh, hello. I'm on duty, as the mayor ordered. Though, in reality, I'm just being nosy. I hope they don't catch me staring.
Okay. It's probably fine. He always bounces back, right? He was stable just yesterday. Maybe they just read the chart wrong. Oh no. Panicking won't help. Calm down. Just breathe.
I'm sorry, I'm being a bad friend again. It's rude of me to intrude on your personal affairs.
No, it's... Do you three have time to talk? I really need someone to talk to right now. They said his condition worsened suddenly last night, and has been slowly declining ever since. He's too weak to even speak to anybody now. I can't help but think about the worst outcome.
Noel, I understand why you're worried, but
You cannot
jump to conclusions just yet. The doctors are trained for this. There's still so much they can do. Trust me, I'm confident your father's getting the best care possible. Yeah, what he said. Your dad's tough, right? But he's just taking a power nap or something. I don't know. I suck at this stuff.
It's okay. Really. I think I just needed to hear someone say that. Everything just feels so heavy lately. Like the world's pressing on me.
You see, that's what friends are for. We lift each other up. Even if our arms feel like they're about to fall off. Speak for yourself. Sounds to me like you're just weak. Oh, sorry. I'm messing up your whole heartfelt thing, huh?
You're both ridiculous, but thank you. Honestly, just talking with you all has really calmed my nerves. I know I've been freaking out, but you all really do help. I don't know what I would do without you.
Anytime, Noel. We're your supporting heroes. Right? Yeah, we've got your back. Just don't expect me to be all soft and mushy all the time, got it?
You sure, Noel, that you're always open to chat. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Drinking more water.
Noel Holiday, you can see your father now.
Of course, this character.
Not for long, however. He'll need to be back in urgent care shortly.
Oh.
Perfect. While you're in there, mention we helped. Maybe then he'll stop threatening to beat me up. Not that I'd ever fight back, of course. I'm the bigger bird.
I'll be back in a minute. He's fine. Yes.
Go on, he's waiting for you. Knock him dead. Wait. Don't do that. Knock him better?
I'll try my best.
That went well. Till you said knock him dead, that is. It was an accident. I fixed it after. She got what I meant. Still, kinda curious though. Noelle said her dad's, like, too sick to talk, right? How are they even gonna talk about if he isn't able to? Give the man some credit. Surely he can whisper a thing or two. Perhaps even mutter a, I like that bird guy? Sure. What do you think, Chris? You gotta be wondering too, right? Hey, the hell's that look for?
Oh dear. I think it's a... Okay. Hold on, I'm just gonna drink the rest of this water real quick. Oh, that's better. Oh, jeez. Okay. Stop thinking that, Noelle. Oh, God. You never hold my hand. But not in a neglectful way, and I am whiffing a lot of these lines. Growing up, Dad would let me get a feel for the world on my own, while he's cheering me on from the sidelines. I remember when he'd take me on many adventures, and Mom was busy and Des had to stay after school for detention. We'd do all sorts together, whatever we could come up with. This song is crazy. Although they never lasted too long, they're still some of my favorite memories to think about. Of course, eventually I outgrew them. Well, in his eyes anyway. No, you're gonna be okay. You've been getting better for ages. What voice did I give him? Whatever, it doesn't really matter.
I thought so too, sweetheart. But after last night, latest results don't look too pretty. The only thing harder than hearing them was figuring out how to tell you. Sorry, Noel. I didn't mean to drop this on you like that.
This is a joke. I wish things would go back to how they were before. Before Des. Before she went missing. One day, I heard Dad talking to himself in the dining room. Curious, I started listening in from the hall.
How does she expect me to break the news to her?
He was muttering under his breath.
She's just a kid. She won't understand. What if she blames herself?
He kept going like he didn't even realize he was saying it all out loud.
How do I tell her that her sister's never coming back home?
That's how I found out for the first time. Wow, the animation is really good. Not so long after, he heard me crying. He sat me down and tried his best to explain everything. At first, he sugarcoated it all. I think he just wanted to protect me from the grief he was feeling. But eventually, he told me everything. No filters, just the whole horrible truth. It helps, knowing we were both on the same page now. It's something Dad does, and I really appreciate it. No matter when or where we are, he's always there to talk, like a sponge, ready to soak up all my troubles. I love him. Please tell me this is a joke. You can laugh in my face now, you got me.
I need you to promise me something. You're real strong, Noel. So, promise me that even when I can't be there with you, you're gonna be alright.
Oh, God. Bruh. If it happens anything like that in the actual game, I'm killing myself.
Personally, I find that quite hard to believe, Chris. Yeah, what the hell are you even talking about? I lost track like 5 minutes ago.
Early?
Noel, you startled me. So how are things with your father?
You have that pencil I lent you earlier?
Right, of course. Here it is.
Thanks.
Wait, Noel. You good? You're sorta shaking and stuff. And what's with that face? Did something happen or what?
I must be dreaming again. Jesus.
Surely she's writing her father a get well card?
Yeah, man. No, I've got to be real with myself. This isn't a dream. course this would happen to me. This is my personal nightmare. And after everything I've been through already... Oh my god. A will born of desperation. The desperation to save someone loved. Oh no. Wait, a sneeze. Sneeze might be coming. Noel Holiday pierced the earth with that will. And the roaring was set into motion. Balance crept toward the precipice. And the world was covered in darkness. Yay! Oh my god. Yeah, that is very heavy. That one is so good. That one is probably the best one out of all of these in my opinion. First one is really good because you get to talk to all the characters, but that one is just insanely well done. And the group project segment is just really cute. Taking shelter. Entering the town shelter, you are given a lot of time to reflect on yourself. What if at some point the vessel and Chris had a heart-to-heart where they could talk to each other? Also assumes the following. Chris did not want the player controlling them. Well, I think that's pretty much confirmed. That damn shelter that I hate. Open the door. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris did know the passcode already. It's cold. You can't feel your legs. You can't feel your arms. You can't feel. Oh. Oh, it's playing a version of the depths. Whoa. Hello? No. Please. Just a little more time. You need to take a minute. I don't want to leave. Because the second we do, I stop existing. Been gone for so long now. And yet, nobody even noticed. It's like I was never there. Do you know what that feels like? To be tossed aside? Replaced? No. Of course you don't. I hate this. Watching the world move on. Watching everyone I care about just keep going without me. It's hard to keep up. It's funny, isn't it? Ever since you showed up, your life has gotten so much better. New friends, a whole magical world to escape to. Even your own dorky brother to talk to. Do you ever think about what happens if you let me be myself again? How everyone would react? What if they don't like it? What if they miss you? They start asking, what's wrong with Chris? Why is Chris acting weird again? Of course it's true. Don't act like you haven't noticed. They like you more than me. Always have. I'm not the one saving the world. I'm not anyone's hero. All I've done on this adventure is make things worse. I almost got Mom killed by opening that fountain, remember? For all I know, I could have ended the world. I've always been a burden. Let's go. Why? Do you want me to leave again so you can be... Damn. Why? Do you want me to leave so I can be your puppet again? It doesn't matter. You need me gone. For the first time, I'm in control. I'm gonna stay here. It's not like anyone's waiting for me out there anyway. Go away. Hey, wait. Why would you care about me? You barely even know me. For what? I don't understand. But I think I needed to hear that. You've done nothing but make my life better. Even if at times it feels like someone else's life. Can I ask you something? Will I ever get to be myself again? I don't know if I believe that yet, but maybe I want to try. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if I can handle this. What if I'm never ready?
Do not.
They need this. Hey, what happens if we make a wrong choice? What if we fail? The world ending? It'll be our fault. And me? Stuck spectating the end of the world, powerless. Trapped in my own body, watching everything fall apart. How could I not worry? These past adventures, they've been terrifying, overwhelming, but also fun. I mean, we've already faced so much. Dark fountains, strange worlds, and yet, the worst is probably still ahead. The roaring, it could come. Even so, you believe in me. Okay, listen. If you're gonna save the world, then I'll do my part. Just promise me one thing. In case I'm never myself again, you'll take care of Mom, Dad, everyone. It feels so easy for people to be sad these days. And yet, despite everything, even with the world on the brink of disaster, you've held on to hope. I trust you'll share that hope with everyone, just like you've shared it with me. For their safety, I'll try to stay out of your way. And one more thing. Don't forget to come visit me sometimes. This has been nice. Thank you. Thank you for all of this. I don't know where I'd be without you. But I'm ready now. Ready to leave. We got a world to save, don't we? I do wonder if the actual Deltarune will give us a scene like this. Or any kind of scene where Chris gets to actually, like, speak out loud. It would be nice, but I would almost be not surprised if not. Half-eaten cans of tuna with bite marks around the lids. The corkboard displays instructions for rationing and emergency contacts. At its center, a motivational poster proudly declares, "Hang in there. you feel slightly more motivated. The door is locked. And it says WC on the door. What could WC mean? I assume it's initials, right? WC. I don't know. You try to use some sort of ancient communication device. You struggle to make sense of its particular spinny controls. Peculiar. WC. WC. Yeah, I don't know. A towering pile of mattresses looms over you. You can almost imagine how cozy it would feel to lie down on. Sadly, you're too short to climb up and take a nap. A pair of liquid containers, both named Jerry. You browse the shelter's inventory. Stacks of canned tuna, plenty of water bottles, and packs of batteries. Tucked away, a bottle of expired soda sits out of place. Its label is faded. You were in there for quite a long time. Despite the trouble you'll be in, you know it was worthwhile. Yeah, I'm completely blanking on what WC could mean. Yay! Alright. It is telling me that there's still other things I can do. Defeat the Siblets with violence, or take 0 damage throughout the entire battle. I'll try and do the violent option. I did see that Noel's Ice Shock was an option. So I may as well. I hope that future content updates of this game explores the idea of the Icy's Dark World a little more, because it's really cool. And this one is extremely short. Okay. Ice Shock. Yeah, there is no chance. This attack in particular is annoying. Oh, that's right. They don't actually die. This is Deltarune. They just run away and get sad. Woo! Became stronger. I hate that line. That felt unnecessary. What else? Well, what else should we do? It attacked us first. But you did dunk it underwater. It's not my fault it looks like all the other inanimate cups. Let's just keep moving forward. And fast. That cutout looks like it's staring right at me. Alright, let's go, Chris. Did it. What actually happens if you... Oh, I still need to take 0 damage. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Why? God, that was the last attack, too. This attack sucks. Oh my god. Alright, I'm not doing this. I hate this attack. This attack is poop. Am I really not able to leave the fight? Oh wait, I can. You're kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god. on this attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I think I did it. There we go. Hold on. Yeah, that's all of them. Oh, I've been ignoring these. Since the final hypothesis is literally... Oh, wait, I accidentally took off my glasses. Go. Since the last one is essentially credits, I'm going to go through these. And then play that one to end it off. Simulation manual. The simulation is a program that we came up... I'm just going to cut that out. Simulation manual. The simulation is a program that we came upon a long time ago, among many other different files stored on these machines. When ran, it displays a bird's eye view of a small town in the fall season. As the simulation runs, we can occasionally spot entities, beings within the simulation, living what seems to be normal day-to-day lives. The simulation can only be ran on one machine at a time, with each time it being run known as an instance. If we decide to interact with the simulation directly, we can run an additional program known as the proxy. This injects a user-controlled hard into the simulation itself and allows us to control it with a keyboard or other input device. With the proxy, we are able to take control of an entity and use them as our gateway into interfacing with the simulation. With the teasing we have done, the simulation seems to run on an identical time of events every time we run a new instance. Our experiments mainly make use of the butterfly effect to test different outcomes and how much control we truly have in this simulated world. If you wish to end a simulation early, you may make use of the pause button listed within your settings to temporarily pause the simulation. Then you are able to navigate with the proxy and select your desired option in the pause menu. Log 00A, TRB 042. Introduction. Objective. Become acquainted with the simulation program and understand how it runs with little to no interference. We shall document this as a timeline and adjust our future research accordingly. Reasoning. With the little testing we've done with the simulation program already, it is clear that it has potential to aid in reaching our shared goal. If the simulation is truly an infinite world housed entirely within this program, then the possibility of using this infinite potential to power something greater or to experiment with ideas too dangerous for us to test ourselves is our main reasoning for researching into it. As it stands, we are still limited by both performance and experience. The simulation program is incredibly taxing to run for extended periods of time. Additionally, we currently have no way to explore the simulation's world or interface with it directly. We are stuck in a bird's eye view. We have hoped to further test the simulation by investigating the settings it uses to govern the world, but this has been denied by the SDR's head researcher for the time being. We have much to learn about the simulation program, and in the coming experiments, we hope to finally prove its usefulness to our cause. B. Whilst continuing to delve deeper into the reservoir of programs stored on these machines, we uncovered a program that may serve to be vital to our investigation into the simulation program. Proxy.exe is an executable listed as 21 megabytes in size, and the icon is in the shape of a heart. Currently attempting to run this executable on its own does nothing besides returning an error window reading. Target gateway null. After displaying this error, a log file titled proxy_crashlog.txt is placed within the same directory. At first, this seems likely At first, this seems like every other broken program we've attempted to run in the past, but the crash log it produces contains some incredibly intriguing information. Written below is taken straight from the log file itself. Attempting connection 3, no connection found, reverting to keyboard input, checking simulation active state. Error 821, no simulation active, cannot inject proxy control. No simulation active, so it's tied to the simulation program. Cannot inject proxy control. If this is related to reverting to keyboard input, then this implies it is trying to give us control over the simulation. We hypothesized that this program could easily be related to allowing us to interact with the simulation itself. We shall continue our research. Argument chat log. Hi poster. What do you think, everybody? Absolutely not. Why would we test that to begin with? I'll allow it. You can't be serious. Stop being rash. We'll lose simulation access at this rate. I do not see the issue. We aim to test every possibility, no. You're toying with the entities like animals. They are not real. They are not alive. You are a coward. This hypothetical has nothing to do with the goal. That too. You filth are all a burden to my research. Dr. High Poster, relax. We will do this hypothetical that is final. Stupid. Why do they all doubt my experiments? Are they stupid? Do they have it out for me? It's always, don't do High Poster's hypothetical. He's gone mad. He doesn't understand the simulation at all. You do not understand. You toy and you play like it's some sort of puppet show to dance around in. Hypothetically, what if we dropped a small rock into this patch of grass? Newsflash, smartass. It falls gravity. Do you not know what gravity is? Are you a scientist at all? Reflecting. Everything leading up to where we stand in the research of the simulation feels wrong. No matter what we do, even when it enhances our knowledge on the subject, I can't help but feel we're looking at it the wrong way. Recently, we improved traversal through the simulation with the proxy program. This should be amazing. All the exploration and information we can gain will skyrocket. But then again, why should we care? This isn't the big picture. Learning to move a pawn forward 2 steps in chess isn't something to celebrate. I feel like there's more we're missing. First thoughts. The fragmentation network. They have piqued my interest. I've had little time to question my current situation, but with what I have managed to process, it's clear that I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Nothing but a black void surrounds me and my workstation. I'm still trying to work up the courage to explore it. I feel as if I was born just yesterday, yet I have knowledge that I do not know the origin of. My mind feels fragmented, like there are holes everywhere. My goal, not the network's, is to fill these holes with new knowledge. This simulation program, an infinite world where we are gods, is the key.
Hello? This is Hypoaster? No, Dr. Hypoaster speaking. As requested by the network admins, I will be showcasing the desk that I came upon when I awoke. So, let us begin. Paper. Basic office supplies. And best of all, this peculiar stress toy thing.
Paper.
Wait. Why are you spying on me?
It's a precaution, Dr. Hypoaster. I think it's over. Okay. Concerns. I have a concern. I am busy. Log 00B needs to be sent ASAP. I'm backed up as it is. This concern is related to our entire investigation. I implore you to heed it as soon as possible. Please make it quick. Absolutely. In short, I'm concerned about how little we get to interact with the simulation. Can barely experiment with it in the time we get given before we're losing access to the simulation. We need more time to experiment and figure this simulation stuff out. 1 hour more than enough, no? Not for me. I've got an experiment that I need to do, and I need more time. More time. I'll contact an admin and ask, even as head of SDR, I don't have the power to grant that yet. Though, now I'm curious. What was this experiment? The proxy program is the key to control. Ideas, ideas, ideas. I'm drawing close to my last straw with the fragmentation network. They bring me onto their simulation research team, and then dangle the keys to infinite knowledge right in front of my face, before snatching them away again to instead serve their goal. Ugh. They haven't even told us what their goal is, besides the typical actualize our dreams spiel. I want to get back at them. I want to show them my true potential. The true potential of the simulation. Mentally, I'm clocked out. From what I can vaguely remember, I've heard that closing one's eyes and relaxing is the key to solving this sleeping. I'm gonna try and see what it does. Another videotape. I can't really read what that says right now. What is that? Okay. Yeah, I couldn't really read any of those texts going on. Hello, Dr. Hypoaster. You know who we are. We are not associated with the fragmentation network in any shape or form. Shape or form. That is a funny saying. You've had them too, correct? You felt moments of our past. Let's talk. All of us. In logs produced by your division head, there is a code in the top right. Hypothetical simulation seed. Look in your settings. Come find us. Note to self, figure out how this was printed. And I believe that's all of them for now. And then some bonus stuff. Okay. I think we're now approaching the last hypothetical. What would the final credits to Deltarune look and sound like, assuming the game has a happy ending? Yeah, assuming. Memphis by Puzzle Rat.
Starwalker.
Mike, and Mike.
The water cooler.
Sheriff Woody, bruh. That motif is a cheat code to making me tear up like an idiot.
Hell yeah, encore, encore.
That was beautiful, Chris. With my own piano, I should take some time to learn how to play. Chris, do you think perhaps you could teach me?
Get in line, buddy.
Oh, Susie, Chris is really teaching you how to play?
Yeah, you know, just 'cause I was curious. Here, watch how good I am getting.
That's so real.
Watch out, Chris. You've got competition. But seriously, that sucked. Still gotta practice.
It wasn't bad, Susie. We all start somewhere, of course. Like me, for example. But I'll try to catch up. Actually, how about this instead? Let's make it a race.
Race to get better. You're on, dude. Watch. I'll even go practice at church right now. See ya, chumps.
Well, no time to waste. Even if I've already accepted that I'm not winning this race. Oh dear. Yeah, and that's it. What an awesome fan game. This is probably this is definitely the best Deltarune fan game that I've played. I mean, I think the only other ones that I've played are like Deltarune The Upper Hand and a Deltarune Chapter 1 mod that added Noel. That was really good though. Can't wait to play the future content as it comes out. I don't know how much they plan on adding, but like this alone took me about 3 hours to finish, which is almost as long as the first chapter of Deltarune. So like there's a lot of meat on this package. If I was to say what my favorite was, probably The Roaring Begins, and also honorable mention to Overworlds and Ogres for just being really fun and really silly. And then Prophecy Foretold is, great, obviously. But anyways, that was my playthrough of Deltarune Hypothesis. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!